Governor John Hickenlooper held an impromptu signing today, and only 7 News was there. He signed 2 laws that were the result of 7 News investigations uncovering errors by Denver Human Services.
While 7 News investigator John Ferrugia was talking to the governor about his months-long investigation, the governor decided to sign the bills right then.
This is concerning the safe placement of children in foster care homes.
The first of the new laws requires that every adult with access to children in a placement home must undergo an extensive background check, including an FBI fingerprint check, comparison to the National Sex Offender Database, including address verification, and judges must now verify the checks have been completed.
It takes the judges, it takes people at every level of this issue and gives them specific requirements of what they need to take care of to ensure that kids go into safe homes.
The legislature acted after a 7 News investigation found that the Denver Department of Human Services had placed children with a registered sex offender, and then, once they were removed, were placed with a woman convicted of child abuse. We also uncovered that DHS had failed to conduct hundreds of fingerprinted background checks on adults with access to kids in placement homes. That prompted the State Department of Human Services to conduct a statewide audit, finding Denver had collected only 53% of required background data, and in other counties it was as little as 25%.
This would not be happening at all if it weren't for your investigative work.
State Senator Linda Newell was one of the bill's sponsors.
We will no longer have counties doing it various ways. Every county in the state will be doing background checks in the same way.
The Child Protection Ombudsman.
The governor also signed a bill to make the state Child Protection Ombudsman independent from the State Department of Human Services. Legislators charged there was a clear conflict of interest, as the ombudsman often had to investigate and make recommendations concerning the very agency that controlled its budget. The office will now be in the state judicial department.
By putting in the judicial, I think that is a useful and appropriate compromise.
The office opened in 2011 in the wake of a 7 News investigation in 2008 that uncovered the preventable deaths of several children in Denver. A subsequent state review found a total of 14 such deaths statewide. The sponsor of this new law says our ongoing investigation of current systemic flaws in DHS practice and supervision, including the beating death of 2-month-old Natalie Skinner Hurst and the death of another baby, have helped spur action to make the ombudsman independent.
There is definitely a reason why we need this independent set of eyes to look at cases like that.
And the governor says such outside investigations only improve the system.
I mean, these improvements are constantly evolving and are going to keep evolving, I'm sure. I mean, I don't think we're done, right? I guarantee you that either you or somebody else is going to see some other mistake that we're making, and then we're going to correct it.
The governor, legislature, and judiciary will appoint a 12-person board by August 1st. That board will then select the ombudsman by December, and the new office opens on January 1st. Meanwhile, the current ombudsman continues work on 2 separate investigations he's opened as a result of our reports. 2 others are finished, but the DA has asked they not be released until the child murder cases have been completed. I'm 7 News investigator John Ferrugia.